Nursers, and I am so pleased to present Dr. Audrey Ross. Dr. Ross is Country Life's Senior National Educator. She has an extensive 25-year plus background in natural products in the natural products field. She has a PhD in naturopathy, master herbalist, a consultant, continuing medical educator, teacher, and author. Welcome, Dr. Ross.
Thank you, Janine. So happy to be here again with you all. And we're going to talk about hair today. What we're talking about supporting gorgeous hair. You know, we all are now getting back out in the world and looking at our skin and our hair and what are we going to do with our hair these days. And so we want to talk a little bit about some of the things that are important for hair growth, for support, for nutrients, for foods, just to give everybody an idea on what they could do to really support the gorgeous locks that they want to have. So how do you support healthy hair? What makes up healthy hair? Are there certain vitamins we should take? Does diet play a role? Can stress be a factor? Are there hair care products to use or not use? The answer to all those questions is yes, because all of those things play a part in healthy looking hair. Now remember, our hair grows from the inside out. So what we see here is already grown out. Now we can put topicals on it and make it look shinier, but we can't really change the structure. What we want to look at is how we can really grow healthy hair. But let's first look at how hair grows. So there are phases of the hair growth cycle: the anagen phase, the catagen phase, the telogen phase, and then what's called the early anagen phase. So what this means, there's really three specific growth phases. So the anagen phase is when your hair follicle is growing the hair shaft, and that can be 2 to 7 years, depending on your diet, your stress, what you're doing to support hair growth. The catagen phase is kind of like the transitional growth stop phase. It kind of everything slows down and it lasts 2 to 3 weeks. And then your hair follicle does not grow a hair shaft any longer. The telogen phase is kind of that resting, and that lasts for a few months, and your hair kind of relaxes in that hair follicle bulb, and then it will shed as a new shaft is being grown by the hair follicle. All this is a process, and it depends on genetics. It depends on what your diet is. There's a lot of things that go into it. But understanding how the hair grows. So say you can't get your hair to grow past your shoulders. Well, that means that anagen phase is short. You don't have enough nutrients to continue to produce that hair shaft. So that's something to look at. But just understanding how that grow, rest, shed happens. So let's look at supplements for consideration. Yes, supplements do play a role. And many of us know biotin. Biotin is also known as B7. And lately it's been touted in the industry as vitamin H. And people go, what's vitamin H? It's biotin. It's the same thing. But it is one of the most important nutrients for hair. It supports the production of keratin. And keratin is that protein that forms your hair, that thickness. And it also may support increased follicle growth. So it increases that anagen phase. B complex. Now we think of B vitamins for energy, right? But B vitamins do so much more. They're important for many functions in the body, and one of them is for hair growth. Also, we have to look at our vitamin and mineral supplementation. Are we getting a good base multivitamin? Now, there's some other nutrients that you might want to look at. L-cysteine and methionine are sulfur-based components, and MSM, many of us think of MSM as a sulfur-based component that we take maybe for muscle aches, but it also elongates that anagen phase, that growth phase. So making that instead of 2 years, maybe go 3 years. And everybody's different, but there are nutritional supplements to consider. Stress management. Okay, we are not going to avoid stress. We are going to have stress no matter what, but how we manage it plays an important role. And we've talked about stress before. And, you know, short-term stress, that's okay as long as we manage it correctly, but long-term chronic stress can be harmful to our health. So we really need to look at stress management and how you can really help yourself get through that, whether it's breathing or meditation or going for a walk or talking to friends. There's a lot of ways to handle stress management. Proper diet. Diet is very important for hair growth. I used to see patients that would come in and say, oh, my hair is falling out, it's all dry and cracked. And I went, oh, you're on a fat-free diet. How did you know? One of the telltale signs. Because you need good fats, the omega-3s, to help support hair growth and healthy scalp. So some of the foods you might want to think about adding to your diet if you don't have them already: salmon, because you get your omega-3s there, great source of omega-3s. Spinach provides vitamin A and vitamin C, very important for hair. Nuts provide vitamins and minerals and proteins and good fats. Cucumbers, who would have thought cucumbers? Cucumbers provide silica, an important nutrient for hair, and vitamin C. Tomatoes, they provide A, C, K, iron, potassium. So look at what your diet is consisting of as well, because diet is very important, not only to hair, but to skin, to basic overall health. So let's look at biotin. Country Life has a great biotin product. You'll see it's non-GMO, project verified, and it's important for the keratin. So biotin is synthesized in the intestines by the bacteria, and it's stored in the mitochondria. Okay, it's also a component of enzymes that break down fats and carbohydrates and proteins. Now, we don't take biotin for diet things, but it's one of those jobs it does. It increases elasticity of your hair and helps with that hair cortex, so it kind of makes it less likely to break. Biotin is found in meat and egg yolks, nuts, beans, and fish. So biotin is an important component. Now, more is not always better. 10 milligrams of biotin is about what I would say would be a maximum dose. But look at what you're doing as far as your diet as well. Most people will take biotin and go, oh, it made a difference in my hair. Some people say, oh, I took biotin, couldn't tell a difference. Again, we're all individuals. And when we look at B vitamins as the family of Bs, taking just one is kind of like just kind of setting it off all by itself. B vitamins work better together. And as I said, we talk about B vitamins for energy production, but they also help reduce the effects of stress. That's important. Help support cholesterol metabolism and fat metabolism and carbohydrate metabolism. Help support the immune system. Help support cognitive function, cardiovascular system, and then hair, skin, and nails. So you see, B vitamins are really important as that family. Now, Country Life has a great coenzyme B complex, and I believe it's on Health Hotline right now at Natural Grocers. So we were the first company to come out with a coenzyme B complex that was complete. We have all 7 coenzyme Bs in here. Plus, we have something called dibencoxide. And dibencoxide is a form of B12 that allows your body and helps support the body's production of ATP. So if you've ever taken a B complex before and went, it didn't really do anything for me, try the Country Life coenzyme B complex. Not only will you help with your energy and all the other things that B vitamins do, but it will also support gorgeous hair. With the coenzyme Bs, that means they're body ready. They don't have to be converted in the liver to make them body ready. So they don't have that unpleasant smell or that aftertaste. And we only use the 5-methyl-tetrahydrofolate for people who may have the mutation on their genetic structure that they can't convert folic acid to methylfolate, which crosses a blood-brain barrier. So our Country Life coenzyme B complex is a phenomenal product. Combine that with the Maxi Hair product. Now, Maxi Hair Plus has got a little bit extra biotin in it. It's got 5 milligrams of biotin, and it has the silica and horsetail. Those are important nutrients for hair, especially for the hair follicle. The cysteine, methionine we talked about are sulfur components. Okay, methionine also protects the hair follicle from oxidative stress, those damaging free radicals. MSM, elongating the growth phase of your hair. And this is a vegetarian product. So you have some B vitamins in there, but you have these really important nutrients that don't have a daily value. And so you look on the bottle and there's a little asterisk there where it says daily value because FDA hasn't given them a daily value. But let me tell you, there's been survey after survey after survey done on people taking the Maxi Hair, and they have found phenomenal results. Now, your hair does not grow 5 inches a month, so you may not notice things right away. I would say give yourself 2 to 3 months and then reevaluate what your hair looks like, what you feel. You might have some more thickness coming up, but give the Maxi Hair Plus a try. So there's not one magic bullet. Many things contribute to gorgeous hair. And as we get ready for summer, our hair takes a beating, so you need to make sure that you're giving it as much nutrients as you possibly can. Remember, there's the stress management, there's proper diet. Watch those chemical treatments because they do really play havoc with the hair shaft. Make sure you're using the right shampoo and conditioner, and then look at your supplements. Evaluate your individual needs because that's really what it's about. What's good for you? Your friend may take one thing and it does great, but you may try it and it doesn't do anything else. So look at what your individual needs are. That's what we're all about. And making sure that you have options so that you can power your greatness into 2022 and beyond. So I want to thank you for your attention, and I'll turn it back over to Janine.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ross. We appreciate you presenting with us.
Thank you everyone for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe for more virtual classes from Natural Grocers. Are you looking for personalized nutrition advice to support your unique health goals? Please visit naturalgrocers.com/virtual-coaching to book a free one-on-one nutritional health coaching session with your nutritional health coach today.